Alright guys, I think that we're finally here. Had all kinds of little minor hiccups getting this thing started. I don't know, as soon as I hit live, like the internet just, I don't know, decided to just not work anymore. So hopefully we're up and running now. I don't know entirely what I have planned right now either. We're just here hanging out. Thought I'd do a live stream on this Christmas Eve, or some other, you know, holiday if I'm supposed to talk about those other holidays. But I'm not sure. Okay, we are streaming. How's it going, Mark? We're gonna put some music on today. We got a couple different styles of music we could listen to this evening. We've got some, let's see what we've got here. I don't know. I don't know if I'm necessarily feeling that. Let's try this. No, that makes me feel like I'm supposed to be at like a parlor in 1920. I like that one. This one's much more laid back, much more the typical feel of said live streams. Hey, we're gonna pop out this chat. We're having all kinds of other problems now. I'm like looking for the live stream and I'm like, why is nobody commenting? Maybe because I have the live stream set up, or I have the chat set up incorrectly. Should be a little bit better there. You know what I was trying to do too is get this chat to work on my phone. I'm having all kinds of weirdo issues here. Uncle Touchy Tushy? I don't know. That Uncle Touchy? I don't know. That's a. What is going on? I don't understand what's happening with the chat though. Oh, I guess we gotta refresh that window. There we are. That's what I'm talking about. John, we're gonna see if that super chat light works. Kind of matches my beanie. I appreciate that, John. You're the freaking man, I imagine. Thank you, sir. What we're oh, Aaron, what's going on? That's probably hurting everybody's ears. Aaron Melman, thank you very much. I might be yelling. That's okay though. We're all loud enough already. Microphones will get a little weird. Brad, I haven't been playing. We'll start over. I'm gonna take these headphones off. I can't like talk when these headphones are on. Okay, I'll see, John. No, Aaron, what's going on? I appreciate those super chats, guys. Very much so. Brad, I've been playing off and on since about 1983, and your videos helped me get back into the sport. Well, I appreciate that. Good. You are a great guy. Well, maybe. That's just my persona on the internet. Thank you. Have a great Christmas. I will. Well, yeah, I think so. I hope everyone else does as well. I'm gonna do something. There we go. I will. I appreciate it, Aaron and John, for both those super chats. It's very much appreciated. Nick Wynn, you said something about. Oh, I see something about OBS. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about OBS. Nick asks, can you possibly at some point share info on the gear you were using for videos, streaming, live streaming? I don't know, what do you want to know? I probably won't. I feel like there's like so many of those videos on the internet, right? And I'm just some paintball guy. So I'll like fully make dedicated paintball videos, but I don't know if I'd make any like a dedicated to like, I don't know, live streaming videos. I'm sure there's a lot of those out there. Definitely using OBS, definitely using right now the Sony 7C hooked up to the Sigma 14 to 24. Yeah, but really most of the videos you've seen on this channel are from, I did this last live stream, mainly because this stuff was sitting all up right here. everything on this channel for the most part has been on the Sony A6300 and the Sigma 18 to 35. But that camera is somewhat newer and I just haven't really used it on any videos yet. Well, there have been the last 2 or 3 videos that came out were on that 7C, but yep. Yeah, so this week, I shouldn't say this week, well, yeah, this week. I think Monday is when I officially paid for it, but I have I'm gonna try to pull it up on that monitor, but I probably won't. I do have, excitedly coming for myself at least, a Geo 4 and the LV 1.6. There's gonna be a lot of videos that I can do with those, so I'm kind of interested. I definitely obviously gonna do like regular Geo 4 review, regular LV 1.6 review, and then like compare a bunch of stuff. I definitely want to do like a comparison between the CS2 and Geo 4, and definitely like LV1 compared to the Geo 4, LV 1.6 to Geo 4. Yeah, do those. I really want to be able to go to the paintball field and get like 5 or 6 people and, you know, let them shoot like half a hopper with the Geo and then let them shoot half a hopper with the 1.6, the LV, and just see what people say. You know, be like, which one would you go with? Which one shoots better? Which one has the best ergonomics? You know, I think that'd be kind of interesting. Try to hopefully get a like mash of different people. We could get like, I don't know, some experienced people, maybe like someone who's been playing a couple years, maybe, you know, someone over there with like, not like a rental player, but maybe someone with like a mini GS or something like that, but maybe been playing 6 months or a year, and kind of get like a, I don't know, maybe a wide variety or like a varied opinion on what people kind of think about the differences between that Geo 4 and the LV 1.6. I mean, I could tell you, but I don't know. I think my opinions constantly, I don't know, might get kind of annoying. So I'd like to try to get to the field and do that, but I don't know what's happening right now. So we'll try to see. Yeah. So I think those will be kind of fun. I also gonna do, and the Geo 4 is gonna be my new paintball gun. So I've kind of like not had a dedicated paintball gun for a while. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep that Geo 4, use my control, the Bunker King control. This thing right here, whoa, stepping on stuff. The Bunker King control, that thing. Just my favorite hopper, I think, right now. Control, Nate Hanneman, Nate! Everyone's doing super chats that match my beanie. I appreciate it. Nate, I hope you're well, sir. I don't know. I appreciate it, Nate. I hope you're having a fantastic Christmas as well. I hope you've been playing paintball. I would like to, we should try to let's just get a big group of people to go play paintball in like 3 weeks or something. Yeah. Anyway. Control hopper, Nate, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Control hopper, I'm gonna use that thing. So that's gonna be my like new main hopper. But I also really like this like gold spires. This is the original Spire like 4 that came with that Virtue Ace. Kind of why it's got some like funky spots. You can kind of see how that gold in those sections is going away. So this one, this hopper just wasn't made correctly. So it looks a little weird. Snoops, 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 snops. Something like that. I appreciate that. Another $4.99 super chat. You guys are all in that like clean area. Appreciate it. Nate, yeah, we gotta figure that out. I wanna get like Kyle. I don't know, we'll just like try to talk. I'll just like text a bunch of people or something and be like, try to go play paintball this day or something like that. I don't know. Snoop, snoops. I have an Ether 2. What should be my next gun? I want to start playing speedball tournaments. I don't know, man. Do you need one? Fall over, I'm stepping on something. I don't know, do you need one? I don't think so. Probably not. There's like no shells in this hopper, so it's really lightweight. I'm afraid it's gonna fall over. Fall over. Oop, it fell over. You might not. Snoops, cool. It's weird because I'm used to hearing that word, that like website Snopes. So I'm like, you have an Ether 2, should you upgrade? I don't know. Or like, you know, you want to start getting more serious into tournaments or something. I don't really know. I think that, or I don't think so, we'll say. So normally when you're going to spend more money, right, on anything, right, whether it's like a new paintball gun, a new car, you know, a laptop, some new headphones, whatever that is, I would look for, you know, typically you want to get like more performance maybe, right? If you think you're going to start playing tournaments, you think that you might need a better paintball gun to get more performance or something like that. But, you know, the higher end guns necessarily aren't performing that much better than that Ether 2. I mean, the Ether 2 is fantastic. Kind of what you're getting with those higher end guns is maybe just like all aluminum, better build quality, and definitely a couple features that are going to make it nicer, but it's not necessarily going to be like better, you know? So a lot of the times with like tournament guns, one of the big advantages is that they're very easy on that tournament paintball, so they can handle those really fragile tournament paintballs. But the Ether 2 can do that too, so I don't necessarily think you need to upgrade, you know, because you're going to start playing tournaments. You know, I'm always telling people, what do you want? Like, what do you want from paintball? Do you want to play more paintball, or do you want cool stuff? You know, I kind of want to do both of those things. So sometimes I get cool stuff, and sometimes I just play more paintball. So I think maybe just looking at that, right? Like, you could spend more money on a higher end gun, but then you might not have as much money to actually go play paintball, and you probably don't need a higher end gun. So I always tell people, you know, just go play more paintball. Just go have fun. You know, don't worry about having the coolest, best things, because it doesn't really matter. And there's always something new. It's like today I was watching, I don't know, some video on some like supercar, and the guy's like, you know, everyone always wants the coolest, newest model, but this new model isn't really all that much better. And I'm like, man, with supercars and like, you know, phones and all that stuff, the stuff changes so much that you're like, I want the new version, but it only kind of is cool for like a couple weeks or a month, and then it's just like, it's just a car, it's just a phone, whatever. And I kind of feel like that with paintball guns, except for paintball guns, we're not really seeing the, you know, upgrade cycle as much. Like with that Ether, the thing's been out like 3 years, and it'll probably continue to be out for much longer than that. We're probably not going to see like an Ether 3 anytime soon. I don't know what I'm going off on, but I don't know if you necessarily need it. But I think that matters to the person, right? Like I said, I like to have cool stuff sometimes, so maybe upgrading makes sense. I don't know. It is all preference. It's all just what you want. There we go. There's a fairly interesting question. Preferred goggle mask? I don't know. I just like anything that's very breathable. So I prefer the V-Force masks. And then those JT and Empire masks are I don't know, my favorite, we'll say. So I just want stuff that breathes well. Those JT and Empire masks just freaking breathe well, so. Yep. I don't know what else to talk about. What else do we have going on? I don't know. Who knows? Hey Brad, how hard is it to find a Geo 3 nowadays? I can't find them anywhere. Oh man, well you just answered the question. I would say, I mean, they're probably not that hard, but you're probably just gonna have to pay for them, right? I mean, those old Geos, they're very popular, so yeah, man, I'd imagine those things are probably, even just regular Geo 3s, I would have bet they're probably selling for like $500. You know, Geo 3.5s are probably like, you know, people are probably selling those for $700. So I'm sure they're out there. They're just probably like, they probably feel like they're overpriced. I don't know if they necessarily are though. Brad, what's your favorite car? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. At one point I was all into cars, right? Like, I had a cool car, had another cool car. You know, I have friends with a bunch of the cool cars, used to do like tuning and racing and all that bullshit. But like, I don't know, recently in the last like 5 years, I've definitely become less interested in like cool cars. So I used to like BMWs a lot. I guess I still like BMWs, kinda. Always been an M3 fan. Really wanted the new M2, but like, very glad I didn't buy it. But it just seems weird nowadays with like these internal combustion gasoline powered cars. All the electric cars feel so futuristic. Like, you drive a Tesla and it's like, god damn, it feels like the future. And like all these old gasoline powered cars, that M3, that M2, just feel weird and old, and like the electric cars are so smooth and nice. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like my interest in like cool, like fast, neat cars is just kind of faded away. And there really aren't any like really cool like electric cars. I mean, there are, but they're all like really expensive, so it's just gotten weird. I don't know. Cars. I do kind of think about that sometimes. I'm like, man, I used to like be all into cars, and like I'm a big fan of a lot of the 80s rally cars, like the Renault cars, and always liked the like, I don't know, old Audis, like the Quattro and stuff, but I don't know, it's gotten weird. Porsche Taycan, for sure, but that thing's like $100 grand. It's like, and it's weird, right? One of the reasons I liked those old BMWs or old cars and stuff is you'd, you know, fix them up and you'd work on them and like make them cool. But now it's like, well, the electric cars, it's like, well, you can't upgrade any of the engine parts at all. So like, you know, no exhaust or just none of that stuff. So it's just weird. You know. Carlos, what's up? Thanks, man, for the awesome content. Ooh, I appreciate it. Not a problem. Not a problem. Philip, you got a kind of an old question. I hope you're still around here. You said, where'd it go? Where'd your question go? Where is a good place to get autococker parts? You know, that matters what you're looking for. Cocker parts. So I do have a video coming out fairly soon here. It's going to be the free flow. God damn it. I always forget the name of that. Free flow caliber. It's either a caliber. It's the caliber. The free flow caliber. I don't know. It's a free flow gun, but it's not called the caliber. Yeah, so I think that it matters what you want, right? I think that for me, I just want stuff that works really well and is brand new, and I'm not too keen on the brand. You know, I just want it to work well. So, I mean, there's plenty of good companies out there that are making like good three-ways that are brand new. I mean, you got stuff from Palmer's. Palmer's have always made very good pneumatics. Inception Design, they make tons of good stuff. Or the ShockTech stuff. I mean, ShockTech, you can get those bomb three-ways again. So you said three-ways, that's why I'm kind of mentioning that. So like ShockTech make them brand new. Inception, brand new. And Palmer's, all three of those are very, very good. You know. But if you want used stuff, I mean, some people want like a specific old three-way or something like that. What I would do is there's lots of places, right? There's lots of like websites you could go to. I think autocockerparts.com. There's, I don't know, used autococker part websites. There's some out there, but I'd probably just go to Facebook. As much as I despise Facebook and can't stand how like the whole paintball community has gotten like focused on only using Facebook, there are a lot of good autococker Facebook like buy sell trade groups where people are selling full guns, just parts, all kinds of stuff. So I would probably Facebook. That's probably exactly what I would do. Facebook, I don't know. You know, but those are probably your best bets to find old cocker parts. I mean, or new parts. I mean, they're obviously going to be selling like, you know, some of the newer model stuff over there too, but yeah. Dye Paintball, Dye recently released all their autococker parts. eBay's also good too. eBay's just like kind of going away though. I feel like it's easier to find a lot of that stuff on Facebook. It just seems easier, but eBay's always good for sure. You can set up like alerts and do all kinds of cool stuff. eBay is also an option. Damn, what was I saying? I was saying something, got distracted. No idea. Caulker parts. I was saying the dye stuff. So dye has their dye FF. What is it? Dye FF20? Let's look at that stuff. Let's do this. We are gonna get creative and not do that. Do that. So dye does have dye FF20 three-way? I don't know. I think it's called FF20 stuff, but there we go. FDFF20. I was like, man, I know it's got like a. I was pretty confident it had like another letter in there or something. So dye definitely makes these. They have their brand new three-ways, but there's definitely, I don't know, they're okay. They look really cool. I think they're designed fairly well, but they're not that good. Like the quality on them, I don't have one here anymore, but the quality on them is just not as good. Like the Inception design stuff's way better. I mean, the Shock Tech stuff's way better. There's a lot of, you know, three-ways and aftermarket parts for caulkers that are made better than these. I don't know, it's just kind of not as nice. I don't like how, like that is aluminum. I kind of wish that rod inside there was all stainless steel. Yeah, and the quality doesn't seem as good. It's not as made as well. I thought that in the review of these parts kind of that I have coming up, I sort of want to talk about, or I'm going to talk about, I think that dye really had an opportunity. I'm trying to find like more parts. Gun gear? DF20 autocaulker parts. Yeah, so I just thought dye had a real opportunity with all these parts because the autocaulkers are getting so popular again to try and steal some of that market. I mean, the dye parts for a long time were very popular. You know, dye autocaulker parts are very popular. They weren't very good though, so I thought this was an opportunity for dye to try to compete with Inception, try to compete with like Shock Tech or Palmer's, those people that are making those really good autocaulker parts. But I definitely feel like with this three-way, LPR, the inline rig I saw, when I took it apart, it looked pretty good, but the LPR and I think the three-way are definitely lacking and could be probably a little bit better. So I just thought it was an opportunity for dye to make the parts in the US and not make them in Taiwan like they did, and just make the parts very, very good. You know, they're selling them for the same price as Inception too, so I kind of hoped that they would just be a little bit better, but unfortunately they're not that good. So don't get the dye stuff, at least not now. I feel like that maybe they'll improve the quality a little bit, but I don't know. They're just not that good. What's crazy too is dye actually have. So what I was sort of hoping is that, so dye actually have another company called Dye CNC, which eventually will load here. Don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so Dye definitely have another brand called Dye CNC. So this is in San Diego. This is not where they make all of the manufacturing stuff. This is where they make other things for other companies. They have, you can see them making stuff for the F-22. They probably make stuff for the F-22. You got like a Javelin missile. That, they definitely did not make any parts for that. That is the Hubble telescope. 100% Dye did not make parts for that. But they do have better manufacturing facilities and capability than they typically use to make their paintball guns. So all the paintball stuff, you know, barrels and the hoppers and all that stuff is made in Taiwan. This here is made, all this stuff is in San Diego. So I was kind of hoping they would use this facility to try to make those autocaulker parts a little bit nicer. Not that they can't make like good stuff in Taiwan, but yeah. So if people weren't familiar, I have a CNC company. I don't really know exactly the things that they've made though. It's a mystery. Anyway. Someone says, Andrew, Not Lame Game. I've never heard of that company before. Not Lame Game has made some good autococker parts. I don't know. It's a mystery. Okay, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to go now. I just wanted to kind of, I don't know, do this and see what was going on. I appreciate all you guys who came by, especially Super Chatter people. It's freaking awesome. It's much, much appreciated. Yeah. Okay, guys. It's Christmas. You guys enjoy Christmas Eve. Hopefully people get like, if you're looking for it, you're looking to like, if you're looking for, I don't know what I'm talking about. If you're getting stuff for Christmas, we'll say, if you're young enough to care, I hope you get some cool paintball stuff. Are there any good PC paintball games? No. I don't think I've ever played a good paintball game in my life. They're all pretty terrible. They're all just first-person shooters that are pretty bad. I mean, you're better off like playing Counter-Strike or something like that. Yeah, go play CSGO. That's way better than any paintball game ever. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go do something else.